Alright, it's gonna be my first video on my art channel. Boys, what we're gonna be doing today is this behemoth. That's what I call him. It's pretty nice. Only downside is he's not painted. So today we're gonna be doing that. So what I'm going to be using is pavement. I'm also going to be using well, freaking where you at, cuz? Also going to be using King's Gold and I'm going to be using just standard white. And maybe some green, and some brown. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is, this is going to be cut into segments because he needs time to dry in between, but I'll have it all in one thing. So I think we're going to be using first is some pavement, and got my handy dandy, I always just use this one, paintbrush. I have a lot more, but I just use this one because it's, in my opinion, the best for models. Then I'm going to take this, get some on my hand, that's alright, and I will put that onto my table. Oh my fart noise. Ha ha ha. There's that. And I think we're going to use a little bit of our brown. Here's something you shouldn't do. Forget to take off the labels before you start. Damn, hold on. Oh no! Alright boys, looks like I'm just taking off the lid. Oh no. I'm clumsy. Alright, so now we have this on the side. Make sure to get that on every single one of your pants, alright? Just gonna use a tattest bit of that. Just gonna swirl this around, you know. So now I'll have like brownish gray, almost. No regrets. Alright. Regretty spaghetti. Just gonna swirl that bad boy around. And yeah. Alright. Now, time for first coating. Ooh, I like that. Alright, so we got a nice gray here for our beast. I think I might give him a brown underbelly, almost. Very light, but prominent. And we're just gonna do that. Make sure to get into the grooves of them. And later on we're gonna take a sponge to that, and we're gonna put brown into those grooves to give them a nice fleshy look to them, you know. Not sure if we will, but I think I might also gloss him. You see, ain't that already looking pretty hot, pretty sexy, you know? Nice even strokes, alright. I am glad of all the compliments I got on this figure at school. That was pretty lit. Not gonna lie. Because me being the attention whore I am, I love me some compliments. I also have my fan on in the background because while I'm doing this, but at the same time be drying. So, cool kid points. Now, I know for a fact that none of you people watching this have another one of these, because it's kind of, you know, a little bit of one of a kind. But if you are wanting to make monsters like this, what I would suggest is some Sculpey, original Sculpey oven bake, and along with that, for this one, I think I used about probably about 0.25 pounds, I mean, for it. But you can use as much as you want. But Sculpey, as long as you get the medium, and I suggest getting white because black is a little hard to work with. If you get some white, then it's just Sculpey, unlike the other ones, it can be a little bit pricey for the £1.75. I got that for, I believe it was on sale. I got that for about freaking, man, how much did I get that for? About $20, $25. So I don't know what the consistency rate on that is, but I imagine that it is unfair because Sculpey is really good clay. Alright. But you know, some of my friends, they always said, "Oh, Howard, how did you do yada yada for, you know, whatever?" And I was trying to explain it to them, but they're like, "What's wet washing? What is that? What does that mean?" And I have to explain it, and they're just like, "I still don't get it." And I'm like, "Well, then stop asking me." Okay. Oopsies. So that doesn't keep happening. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of coats with this, mainly because I really want to get into all the grooves, because I added some texture to him. This is going to be like my almost piece de resistance model, because this is one of the biggest I've ever made. I think I've made bigger. I think somebody broke it though. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about bringing models to school. People try to break them because people are assholes. And I say go to hell, because I spent time on these, you didn't. It's almost like I have like a bond with my sculptures. You know, not in like a crazy weirdo way, but like I'm very protective of these motherfuckers. Like, people will try to grab them, be like, "Howard, can I hold it? Howard, I want to touch it. I want to touch its delicate teeth." And I say, "Wait, don't." And they pick it up, and then one of its teeth break off because they're manhandling it. I say, bruh. So I have to deal with that. Which is not fun. But hey. Whatever, I guess. Is that even... I'm just looking at the camera. Is that even still on there? Hello. Click, click. Click, click, and gone, dude. Jesus, have I even been recording this? Oh man, I am sorry. I did not realize. See, I'm using my tablet, and my tablet only has a front camera, so I can't do tutorials like we used to. Because there's stuff in the way. Here. Maybe if I... Hold on, big brain moment. Right? Hey? See? Right? Good. Good stuff. Alright. We are back in business. So this is what I'm doing around here. And don't worry, of course, your hands will get messy, but that's, you know, it's gonna happen. You know? You're gonna get screwed over with paint. But if you want to get into modeling and sculpting, my best tip is to just, before you even start, make a sketch of what you want. or if you want to just freelance that, then go ahead and be my guest. I ain't your dad, but I'd suggest making a sketch of it first. And if you don't like the proportions of it, like you want it to match up with your sketch, I had that happen with this one. What I did is that after destroying many of these, I finally decided to just put my clay onto the drawing, and then do that like twice, 3 times, and then boom, I had a perfect proportion. So like if you look at this thing from the side, that's almost exactly what the drawing looks like. Also, I don't have it right now, but you should use a smaller brush for the nooks and crannies, because those could be a pain in the ass. You'll be showing your friends the models, or just showing them off at an art show or something. They're like, hey, what's that white right there? And they're like, huh? And then you look, and then it's right there. You just, so you gotta be careful of that. Yeah, I just realized I have not been showing you guys this. What I was doing was getting the top of the tail. I do wish I had a lighter gray though. Oh well. C'est la vie. Which means such is life. Which means oh well. Big brain, big brain. Alright. Now whenever you bake these, my mom always told me is to go slow and steady whenever you bake them. You don't want to put them at like, because you should use a conventional oven, you don't want to put them at like 300 or something, 400, 500, and just like, why isn't it cooking? And then keep putting that up, because that is a very, very bad idea, because clay burns, and it's hard to paint over burn marks. I have had that by personal experience. It is a pain in the butt to have to do that. So, I'd advise not to, but, yeah. Oof, man. Looks like I'm dying out on my paint here, so now I'll show you what I didn't get to show you earlier, which is me actually mixing the paint. And it's turning out nice. I remember whenever it was only like little bit gray, and now it's big gay. Yep, that stuff, alright. Go over here, get my gray. Alright, boys. It'll come out. Oh, here it comes. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit too much. Remember, if you feel like it's a little bit too much, do not fret, do not worry. All you have to do is give me your mom's credit card information, your tax ID, the 3 wacky numbers on the back, and your maiden mother birth name. And I will send you brand new stuff, alright? I will fix it for a price. Well, the price, this is being your soul. It shall be mine. You know, as long as I got your permission. That's what my mommy always said. You can take it as long as you have permission. Boy, oh boy. I sure do love painting. I don't actually think I've painted a big model like this before. A big boy, big brain. And this will not be the last time I make one. See, this one, my art channel is actually going to be mainly is just me doing this. Painting, sculpting, drawing, you know, stuff like that. And if you watch out for the live streams, then there'll be plenty of like me drawing and just asking people, hey, what should I draw? Yada yada. You know, just some basic stuff. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. I know people like my art like a lot, and you know, a lot of them don't know how I do most of the things, so I made this to show it off, and because some of my followers I don't know at school, so I have to you know, show them somehow. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. Also, I'm realizing that I've been kind of just rambling. It's because this is my first time doing something like this, so I don't know what to talk about. But maybe in the comments of this, y'all could give me some insight on, you know, what to do. You know, something. Help a brother out, you know. Ugh, man. My mother gets home, I'm getting Mickey D's. I just looked at his paint job, and I'm realizing that the pores in his skin are starting to kind of sort of look like, what do you call it, mold. Little mold splotches everyone sees. Blech, hate that stuff. Mold is for fags. And I don't like mold. You know what that means. Ugh, man. Alright, so pretty soon here I think I'm going to end this so that I'll give this time to dry, and then we can get on to the second coating. But I just gotta add some final last little baby details. See, it won't be long in between videos because this stuff dries super fast, and that's why I'm trying to be careful, because I don't want to mess up. I know I have white paint and everything, but it's just good habit not to mess up, you know? And I think that's about it. This is what he looks like right now. Very gray, very boy. You know? Very nice, very cool. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'll end the video here. See you cool guys later in like 10 minutes.